Daily West Ham news. It's Jazz, West Ham Eyes channel, and let's get straight into it. Kind of getting sick of all these posts that you keep frequently seeing on Twitter and one or two other media platforms about Declan Rice, what's happening at Arsenal. I think we just need to move on. I mean, I mention it very, very rarely, but when I do, it's kind of just things like comparing that we're a better team now than we were all round last year, and then we move on. But it's kind of every day, and now the latest thing I'm hearing is people showing pictures of that Arsenal haven't taken up their ticket allocation for the Champions League game, showing pictures taken, I don't know, half an hour before kickoff. Doesn't look like there's a lot of people there. Then there's people fighting, saying you took your picture too early if you say it during the game. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about Arsenal? I fucking hate them now anyway, more than I did before. I didn't used to mind them before, but with Arteta, some of the things he does, it's just how he carries himself, stuck up little prick. Fucking never says anything good about the opposition. It's just like, yeah, and very, very lucky manager. How many points have they? I know it's a 90, well, bloody 100-minute game at the moment, isn't it? And yeah, Chelsea fucking didn't do anyone any favours, did they? But anyway, yeah, I don't know why we're obsessed with Arsenal and Rice and that he's won one man of the match. Who gives a shit? You know, it's just my point of view on the channel. Like you said, it's not really West Ham related, but I've just thought we just need to like ignore stories like that and see them coming less and lesser now. You know, the notifications and things like that, really. Back to West Ham. Rumours that Antonio and Danny Ings will be up for sale in the January window. I'm not really surprised whether the rumours are true or not. There are rumours. Antonio should have gone ages ago, but I think we've offered him a slightly better contract, a longer contract, more expensive contract. I don't know what we're rewarding him for. I think if you're ambitious, like I said, which other ambitious team in the top 6, top 7, top 8 has got one striker or no striker at their club, and the one they've got is a 33-year-old slow guy who can't run, can't press, can't be in the box, can't hold up the ball, can't control the ball, can't shoot, can't take chances when he's through one-on-one. It's absolutely pathetic. It's a handicap. We're playing games like we've got 10 players on the pitch, and then when you play teams like your level, high level, it shows, and we're going to get fucked like we did, mate. Ings, I'm going to do a separate show on Danny Ings. Complete shit show. The guy came from, obviously, Aston Villa. We signed him for £15 million. He's going to be 32 in July, so he's 31 years old. His worst record at any club is at West Ham. 3 goals in 31, 2 assists. That's kind of 1 goal in 10. He's never had stats like that. He's usually 1 in 2 or 1 in 3, you know. 46 goals in 100 for Southampton. That's amazing. 10 assists, 43 goals, 14 assists in 130 games for Burnley, 14 goals in 52 for Villa, largely used as a sub. Complete shit show, complete waste of time. I did a show when he shortly joined saying West Ham system for Danny Ings. It's about 9 months ago, so if you want to look at the videos, it's called West Ham system for Ings. I suggested a 3-4-1-2 system for him. 3 centre-backs who, like, I'd say Agar would benefit, so he could go left as a full-back, slip back into the 3, have 2 young full-backs as wing-backs, making up that 4 in midfield, and then, I don't know, 1 skillful player behind the 2 up front. So that's just one suggestion out for me, is that going back to, if you bought Danny Ings in, you've spent the club's money, you're thinking of a plan. And that's why I go back to, you have a go at Sullivan, you have a go at the board, not pulling out the money, but situations like this, not using Kudos, not using Danny Ings, Ben Rama's thing's gone down the drain. Fornells, you're not going to get any money for. Ben Johnson's career is going nowhere. And then we offer contracts to Souček and Carl Antonio on you know, it's just mind-boggling, some of the things I see. Kehrer, I don't think we're ever going to get anything out of him that we thought at the beginning. So there's a lot of mistakes in the windows, a lot of the players. And then as a board, when they're using your money, you're thinking, God, all my star signings the manager's not using. It's money going down the hole. You know, we struggle to get rid of like Haller and Skamaka, get any money back in return and things like that. So you got to weigh it all up, haven't we? And buying Danny Ings was a complete waste. What we bought him for, playing by himself up front in the Europa games, or come on as a sub. In the Villa game, I think he came on as a sub with like 4 minutes to go. I don't understand what's going on, and it's a complete shit show for me. So there's rumours that they're on their way, and I think he nearly went to Everton, I think. So just get rid of him. Stop wasting his time. Stop wasting our time. But when you are going into the market to buy attacking, skillful players, it's just not happening at West Ham. And when you look at Paqueta, he's a half CDM. Ward-Prowse is a CDM, Alvarez is a CDM, or any of the defenders, they're fine. They're coming to the team, they get started straight away because Moyes' mentality is defensive. But you look at all the attacking, skillful players that are coming in apart from Bowen. It hasn't worked out for none of them. It hasn't worked out for none of them. And we're hearing that Tim Steidten, the technical director, is definitely going to go for a striker in January. We're all going to be worried and alarmed. We do want a striker. We're happy to hear stories like that, but when this striker comes in, is he Moyes' signing? Is he his signing? Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? It's really worrying on that side of things, really. The other news is, again, apparently there's a store in New York, I think, called Pele Soccer Store in Times Square, and West Ham's shirts have just gone into the store. It kind of says we're massive. It's just a funny story. So apparently outside the top so-called Super Six clubs, there's only Everton and West Ham who got their kind of shirts in there, really. Other news is that apparently UEFA are keeping a very close eye on West Ham, and there could be a second long-term fan-enforced ban suspension happening for the club if there's a sign of any trouble in any of the games. And they're worried about the Olympiacos game because they had trouble in their last game. Apparently their ultras are making plans to attack us. There's going to be a lot of security there, and the worry is that as British English clubs, we just have to put one foot wrong, we'll get banned or something like that. UEFA do not like UK Premier League. It's too rich, it's too powerful for them. They hate it. They don't like it that the British teams are beginning to dominate Europe again. They don't like that. So any excuse to ban British clubs, we only have to do half of what other teams do to get a ban. You know, we saw kind of AZ Alkmaar. I don't think anything happened, despite their fans running into the family end to do what happened, as you know. So yeah, that's kind of keep an eye on that. And any sign of any small trouble, even though we ain't going to start anything, but even defending yourself, I don't know, like throwing a chair back when you've had 4 chairs thrown at you, they're going to take pictures of the one chair thrown back and we're going to get banned. So just keep an eye on that. As Moyes comes into the last bit of his contract, which expires in June, every week, every day, there's going to be stories about due diligence on other managers. Apparently they were keeping tabs on Silva at Fulham. He's now signed a small extension and things like that. So every day we're going to get news like that. Kudos probably going to start tomorrow, but tomorrow's news will be more about tomorrow's game and other things. So I think these are the main kind of news at the moment. It's kind of, fans, please behave, or you don't even need to behave. You're probably going to get banned anyway. That's the kind of thing we're looking at. Looking to get rid of Antonio Ings, maybe Ben Rama as well, if he doesn't break into the team anymore. Recycle that cash and get a striker in. But then track record of Moyes buying attacking players is awful in terms of integration and getting anything out of them. Let's stop talking about Rice and Arsenal fans. Who gives a shit what goes on at their club? Really, we don't really care. So that's it from me. Hopefully much more interesting news in tomorrow's show, but keep subscribing. We're trying to hit 2,000 subs, and all the shows have been getting great interaction. I will try to do more special one-off shows, so I'm kind of looking at 1 or 2 subject matters. So keep kind of focused on the channel and watch as much as you can. Put your chat in, put your comments in like you're doing, and I'll interact and get back to you on that kind of thing. And if you do want to appear on any of the shows, all you have to do is send me a message on my Twitter handle personally. We'll have a chat, get you on, stuff like that, really. So take care, have a good day, and we'll catch up soon. Come on, you irons.